anyone is missing something also, we can go back and we can discuss. This is only the few things like you'll be getting in because we are technical club. So with this,
Bhaiya actually had a doubt about the previous slide.
okay.
The center of gravity and the center of lift will be in the same area, right?
Actually, no.
Like, what's the physics behind that?
Okay, so that's the other point. It's called this is called center of gravity, and that point is called, I'm forgetting.
Yeah, Divya, what is your doubt actually?
Yeah, yeah, Rajat. What's the point called? He's asking the point where all the forces act, like the lift force and all.
Acha, lift force.
Yeah,
There was something like
So the
the
lift force
center of
actually
lift.
center of lift. Okay, actually we consider the meta center height, means the center of gravity, and there is also a point where all the means wing loading and all the main forces they coincide. That is known as aerodynamic center.
yeah,
Hmm.
So the aerodynamic center and center of gravity, their balance means their balancing is a very precious task for a plane to fly stably. So in the center of gravity must lie. Means if you are building a means 1 meter 1 meter length fuselage, then you will be needing the meta center height, means the aerodynamic center, and the center of gravity must lie, means with a difference of distance between them must be about 10 centimeter. Means if you can um, if you are building a 10 means 1 meter fuselage, then the aerodynamic center and the center of gravity, the separation between them must be about 10 centimeters. It will be, if center of gravity will be in front of the aerodynamic center, then the nose will be down, means it is better
It will be
preferable.
unstable.
Yeah, yeah.
It will be unstable if they do not coincide or are too far apart.
Inside, actually it is not kept coincide because there is a means if center of gravity will be behind the aerodynamic center, then the if we are moving forward, then the plane will flip, means it will topple
Acha.
actually. If the
Okay.
center of gravity will be in front of the aerodynamic center, then it can fly stably. So it is always preferable that the aerodynamic center must be in front of the sorry, the center of gravity must be in front of the aerodynamic center always, or it
Acha.
should coincide. If it is coinciding on each other, then the aerodynamic center must be above, means if in z axis, if you are considering the z axis, the aerodynamic
Acha.
center must be in the z axis, means if it should be, it should lie means
Above the
upper,
center of gravity.
in the upper height than the center of gravity. I will clear that, okay. Further, when we will be designing a plane, I will just show a practical view on that, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
yeah.
Bhaiya, I have a doubt that um, uh, the weight of the plane is equally divided about center of gravity. Is it that?
Yes, like center of gravity. What do you mean? Like when
I
you
want
like
to ask
use a
that
normal mass?
is the weight of cockpit almost same to the tail?
Okay, you are
Not
asking if
necessary.
this part is equals to like this part weight. So the thing is like if I use a balance over here, so they both will be weighing the same.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the why it's called center of gravity, because like the both the weights will be same in layman language. Okay,
Okay.
so will be like so anyone like got confused in what question Divyajyoti, I guess. Yes, Divyajyoti asked like the previous one.
I was confused.
Okay, so what you was asking is, like there are many forces acting on the plane, which I'll be showing in the next slide. So is that force is applied over this center of gravity, or is there any other point over which all the forces act? So it's not the same point. They are near to each other, but that's the other point. Okay. So we'll be going to that point also. Okay, coming into this thing. So I guess everyone is now be ready to explore this. So this will be very helpful to you. So we'll be starting with this upper part. Okay. Okay. So this is based on streamline motion. Okay. So focus on my pointer. You can see this red one. Over here, you can see the distance. So let's take this blue line. Okay. So it will be covering it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what will happen? So this upper streamline and this lower streamline. So this one will be having this blue line or this blue stream will be having a high velocity, and this one will be having a low velocity, because this has to cover a longer distance, and this the down one has to cover a shorter distance relative to the blue line. So this will be having a low velocity, and this will be having a high velocity. So what will happen, this the down portion, the downstream line will be having a high pressure relative to this upper pressure. So this one will be a low pressure and this will be a high pressure. Okay, so in which direction do you think the force will apply if there is a pressure difference between two sides of a surface?
Upward.
Higher pressure to lower
Upward.
pressure.
Okay, so higher pressure to lower pressure, like it's over here. But if I tilt this image, so it will be mostly from higher pressure towards the lower pressure. Okay, any example in real life?
Spoilers on
Can
a
anyone
racing
give
car.
any example, like high pressure and low pressure, how the forces act?
Cyclones.
Water.
Spoiler on a
Water.
F1 car.
Okay, that's very high level. Like I understand the aerodynamics and all you're doing, but think of something basic, like where you can
Strong
see
winds.
Water falling from a this height.
water falling from a
Um,
height.
the air on a frying pan, it moves up and the surrounding air comes into it.
Okay, that's it.
Strong
Have
winds.
anyone tried like have anyone tried pouring hot water in a plastic bottle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bottle gets crushed.
Yeah, because the inside the pressure is low.
It suddenly decreases and the environment crushes the bottle.
Environment crushes. Why is the like pressure is low? Because the water
Hot water,
molecules, if
so
you'll
the
see,
air is high temperature, so low pressure.
mm, no, like that's the thing, but we should go around the basics. Okay, so follow me. So there's a basic thing. Okay, you tell this same thing, but you forget about kinetic energy. So the particles, the water molecules will be having higher kinetic energy. Okay, so they'll be having a high velocity. So that will create a low pressure inside the bottle, and
Yeah.
it will be the outside will be like higher pressure, or you can say low velocity wind. Okay, not in terms of temperature. I'm just saying in terms of like speed of the wind.
Velocity
So
of
what
the
will happen?
particles.
It will crush the bottle. Okay,
Hmm.
everyone got that logic behind this principle?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if anyone is
Yes,
having
Bhaiya.
doubt till now, okay, you can just ask, because this is the very basic thing, and this is the principle why a plane flies. Okay, it's a very basic principle, but it's very important.
Sir, why the both lines have to meet at that point? Is there any law like that?
Yeah, it's a law of streamline, like the streamline motion you have studied. No, like you can say in physics you have studied, like they'll be going. I'm not asking about the wings were like turbulent, only the streamline.
Okay. Okay,
Have you
sir.
done the problem like if I'm remembering, there will be a pipe and the
Reynolds
size will
number.
decrease. Yeah, Reynolds number will come in. Reynolds number you can
Equation of
explain to me.
continuity. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2.
Yeah, A1 B1 is equal to
Yes.
A2 B2. Yeah, equation of continuity. So okay, this is the thing like that's applied. This is for a basic streamline motion. We are considering for streamline motion, but
Sir,
in reality, yeah,
sir, is this related to the Bernoulli's equation?
this is Bernoulli's equation.
Okay.
Okay, so Bernoulli. So this is based on that only, and the you have done many questions on that, like the A1 B1 the pipe will be bigger, the diameter small, it will decrease and all everything. Okay, so this is the where it applies. Things going to say, because this is the thing like this is the only technical thing you have to understand now. So let's focus on the right area. So any of you can say which distance is more, the upper one or the lower one?
The upper one is more. Sorry, the lower one will be more in this one.
The lower end will be more. Okay, so think of it like the air has to move down, it has to go there and it has to move this point. I'm asking this point, okay, this black one. So something is like suppose like this. Okay, okay, I'll turn my palm. You can see my palm, no?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take this. So this the air has to move from here to here. Okay, so it will be moving like this. It will not be like I'll go there and I'll climb up. It will be just moving like this. But the air below, it will
It will have
go
a
down
longer
and it
path.
has to come up. It will be longer path. Everyone's getting this.
Hmm.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
So just tell me if the upper one will having a
Shorter path.
shorter path, and the velocity of wind over here will be
Lower.
Lower.
and what's about the pressure?
Hi.
High
Higher
pressure.
pressure.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Okay, so everyone is getting this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we have.
So it's nice. Everyone try to respond. Okay, I am ready to listen to all 33 or 32 of you. And so let's give another task. Tell me about left aileron.
It will be the reverse of the right one.
Okay, it will be the reverse. So before going to, let's focus on the basics. Okay, let's turn up our mind. So let's go the basic like A, B, C, D, and D. But when it will come to the software and all, you'll be like, okay, you will be seeing and it will be telling, okay, the force will be like this. But when you're going to basics, so let's focus something on the basics first. Okay, before going to the one. So over here, the distance will be more or less the
Higher distance will be more.
okay, distance will be more, and the speed of the wind will be
Higher. Higher
higher. The
velocity.
pressure
Higher.
over here will be
Low.
Low.
Lower pressure.
okay. So the below will be high pressure. So in which direction the force will be?
Upper.
Upper.
It will be forced upwards.
Okay, and over here
It will be
the
forced
force will be
downwards.
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 okay. Everyone is getting this, that there is two ailerons, right aileron and the left aileron, and according to the Bernoulli's principle, the force is acting different ways. Over this wing, the force is in the downward direction. Don't confuse with this arrow mark. And over this, it is acting on the
Upper direction.
upper direction. So what will happen? The plane will be rotating over the this side, or if I'll see from the front, it will be like anti-clockwise, or if I'll see from the back, it's a clockwise direction. Okay, still some doubts, I guess. So what I'll be giving you the next task. Okay, let's focus on this thing. This is called a rudder. It's a part of vertical stabilizer. Okay. So just tell me which side. This side is longer or this side will be longer for the air to
Uh,
travel. Okay, from we'll be seeing the plane from behind. So this will be left side and this will be right side. Okay.
left
Right
side will
side
be
will be
shorter.
Left side will be
Left side will be shorter.
longer.
Right side will be
right will
longer.
be longer.
Longer.
Uh,
Yeah. So right will be longer, left will be
Shorter.
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 shorter. Okay. So which direction? Like this one will be having low velocity or high velocity? Left side.
The
I'm
lower
asking. I'm
velocity,
standing over
shorter
here. Okay.
path.
Lower velocity.
Lower
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 velocity.
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 So on this will be
Lower velocity, higher
pressure
pressure.
in terms of pressure.
Higher
High.
pressure.
Okay. It's high pressure. And this the force will be this direction. Okay.
Mm.
And the resulting motion will be the plane will
Aircraft
be
will
rotating.
yaw towards the left side.
Okay. He added one term yaw. Okay, we'll be coming to that thing also. It will be turning towards left side. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
So why it's turning towards like I am giving the force towards right side and it's the plane is turning towards left. Why?
Because the air is moving around.
Moving around.
It will act around the center of gravity, so the front of the plane will yaw towards the left side.
Okay. So every slide it has a center of gravity as of now because along this axis. So think of this. So this is the center of gravity. Okay. Let's take a pen for easy understanding. Okay, my video is visible or not? Just tell me.
Yeah,
The
it's
video is
visible.
visible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it will.
So if I'm giving a process like force over in this direction, the head of the pen will be moving in the other direction.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the principle, like that's the center of gravity, which the point I'm holding. Okay, this is like I'm telling the center of gravity for a easy understanding. When we'll go depth, we'll be telling about the point. Okay, it will be nearer to center of gravity. Okay, don't get confused about the question that arise. Okay, so just focus on the basics. Let's keep it simple. Okay, so everyone is getting this. Like this is my center of gravity, the point where I'm holding the pen. Okay, and if I'm giving a force from this direction, the head is pointing in the other direction. So that's what happened over here. So if I'm giving a force in this direction, the plane will turn in this direction. Okay, everyone is getting like clear or
Yes,
getting
sir.
confused?
Clear.
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
For those who are
It is
getting
just like coupled torque.
yeah, you can. It's simple, man. Just differ. It's think of it as a seesaw. When you used to play this play, so child or now also, you can go with their girlfriends and all. So what will happen if one is goes down, other one goes up? Okay, that's the thing. As
Yes,
simple as
sir.
it is.
May I have a doubt?
Yeah.
Like when the like where they were showing the rudders and the pictures and all the why not the why does the upper air follow the plane of the rudder and all? Why does it not flow right past it? Like wait, can I turn on the video?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can. I think
Huh,
I
so
got what you're
I was
asking about.
telling
Hmm.
I was telling like if the this is like this and the I get that from here the moving air will hit the rudder and it will trap and follow the plane. But why not the upper air will move right past it and why does it follow? Does it have to do with the cohesive force and any other what is the principle there?
Okay. So cohesive force is the one thing. So before moving on, I want to like ask everyone a question. So do you think friction is good or bad?
Depends.
Depends on
Depends
its
upon the
pull.
situation.
Okay, depends on the situation. Okay, think of a situation when there is no frictional force.
We can't walk.
Nothing
Okay, we
works.
can't work, we
Nothing
can
will
fly,
move.
we can jump over.
No heat energy due to kinetic.
No heat energy. Okay, due to kinetic. So how does this like heat energy come? When one surface rubs over another.
Yeah.
So like he's asking the basically the question is like why doesn't the like if there is a something why doesn't it fly like this? Okay, that's your question, I guess. If I'm correct or if I'm wrong, just
Yes,
correct me.
yes.
Okay. So the
So
over here it's a two-dimensional thing. Okay, but if I'll see something radar, so you can take a look
Bhaiya,
at it.
like we are assuming this is a streamlined flow, so means our basic assumption is that the wind that is passing by, it will follow a straight path. So if one part is moving this side, other will also move that side. Can this be a reason?
Yes, that can be a reason, but the only thing is like surfaces attract. Okay, the basic thing is friction.
Hmm.
So like or the cohesive force or any other name you can give it. So depend on the surfaces and depend on the forces. We change the names. Okay. So like if okay, so getting on the question, if something is coming, it is touching this surface. Okay. So if it's touching this surface, there is some kind of you can say frictional force over here, or you can say the cohesive force. Okay, Abhishek, I guess, which is attracting the wind towards the surface. Or if you
okay,
can say,
yes,
suppose something is flowing. Okay, so suppose my hand is going. If some object is over here, okay, you are asking that it can just collide and it can move aside. Okay, why it has to follow this path? That's the question. No?
yes. Let me ask it again. One.
Bhaiya, I actually think there is also another reason that if there is no air that is like coming towards that reason that he's saying that should be left blank, then there will be low pressure and the wind will like come that way ना।
There
तो
will be
जब
like
अगर वहां से कोई एयर पास नहीं करेगा तो वहां पे गैप ही हो जाएगा तो वहां पे लो
gap
प्रेशर हो
हो
गया
जाएगा.
वैक्यूम जैसा हो गया।
Yeah, that's the like when you design your thing. That's simple thing. Okay, so if there is no friction, or if I say friction, I'm stating friction as like force between two things. Okay, two surfaces. So if the wind flows, if there is no friction, then this plane cannot lift up. Okay, Abhishek, are you getting like it has to go like it
Yes,
will be going in collision with like you said like the previous slide I was showing. So do you think that it will just go like over here and this will point? No, it will not go. If it's collide, it will just jump over. So that's the thing. So if something is there, okay, this is the picture I was showing. So if it's collide over here, it will not like it will the what's my fingers? It will go and it will go over here. No, it will just
yes,
collide and it will deflect and it will reach over here. And the other thing is this thing, it will not be like it will be also going like this. It will go and it will bend and it will reach over this point. This is according to
okay.
the streamline principle.
Yeah, I get it.
Bhaiya, like I've drawn this one. If we is it visible what I've drawn?
Yeah. Yes,
Like
yes, yes.
if there is a gap there, won't there be low pressure? If you take the lines as means line per unit area as the like air pressure, so won't there be a low pressure and the air this side will be attracted to go that?
Yes, yes. That's the thing. Like you can see, Abhishek, that like the second picture which you're showing the right side, there is something gap over here. Okay, so something has to fill that gap. And air mostly fill the gap
Means
in our
my
atmosphere.
idea is that this is the reason why the air is like moving around that longer path.
Yeah, this can be one of the reasons. There
Yes,
can
I
be
get it
many
now.
reasons. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, these are the four forces we have. Like I was asking the first question, does friction is helpful or not? So over here you can see a drag force. So it is due to friction of the air, or you can say the air resistance on the plane. And there is this thrust. So this thrust is produced by the engines. Okay, and this the weight. Weight is the like mass of the plane and gravity, and the lift force. So if you see, like if I remove the friction, okay, everyone is onto this slide, no? Like, just give me no.
Yes.
Okay, so if there is no, suppose no friction or no air resistance, like Abhishek said, like if the air will come, it will bounce and it will go away. Okay, it will not just stick to the surface or it will not move along the surface. Okay, so what will happen? There will be no drag force. Okay, that's good. We'll be having more thrust, and the amount of thrust will be applying, it will be only pulling the plane forward. But the thing is, we'll having no lift as well, because you see in the first line when I was saying the Bernoulli's principle, due to the creation of the pressure difference, there is a lift. So as all of you have told me correctly that friction is good or bad depends on the situation. Okay, over here, friction is good in some status like heights where it will get more fuel efficiency, and it's bad in the lower atmospheres. Okay, so when you're going, if you'll see some flight things like the radars and all, the planes will be flying at a height of 32,000 feet, 36,000 feet. Okay, so that's the reason they want less drag, but they'll be having sufficient amount of lift over that region as the density of air decreases. Okay, so they'll be getting more amount of efficiency out of the fuel to achieve the of the plane.
So the last portion I didn't get it. Sir, why to
Okay,
decrease the thrust?
because the drag also decreased when you go to higher altitude. The air, like the air density decreases, so there is less air resistance or the drag force. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so the thrust will also decrease if the thrust is the same. Suppose, see, this thrust is like greater and this thrust is lowered. Okay, the arrow has decreased, so what will happen? It will accelerate
Accelerate more faster.
more faster. So if you want a constant speed, like you don't want to collide with the plane which is going in front of you, so you have to decrease your speed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for decreasing speed, what you'll do, there is like, for when you land, that's different thing when you like complete switch of the engine and all. But when we want to decrease the speed in an aero engine, what you do, we check on the fuel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you'll be decreasing the rate at which the fuel is consumed by the engine. So what will happen? The fuel will be saved.
Yes, sir.
This
Got it.
is mostly for the commercial planes. Okay, and also for the planes like the fighter planes also. But fighter planes, they have like different thing. They're made for speed and all. Okay, but for a basic plane, if you're going to design, you don't want like for charging from Bhubaneswar to Raurkela now. So it is around 2,000 rupees. You don't want to charge them 5,000 rupees. No one will be coming. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that's the thing. You have to decrease the fuel, like decrease the fuel. So you'll increase the fuel efficiency of the plane. Okay. So these are all the things I'll be sharing with you. What's weight? Weight is the force caused by the gravitational attraction of the Earth. Everyone knows. Lift. Okay. Just focus on these words. Lift is a mechanical force generated by a solid object moving through a fluid. I showed you in the first slide how the like wings work, how the pressure difference is created. So that's the thing. That's the like when it's a fluid is air. When the solid object moves, so it will be creating a mechanical force due to the pressure difference, and it will creating a lift. Okay. And what is thrust? Thrust is a mechanical force generated by engines to move aircraft through the air. Okay, these are the basic terms. Like if anyone is having any like slightest doubt in this, also you can ask, because these are very important. I'm just moving forward because you guys have passed J and come over here, so I guess you'll be having this. But if you're having any doubt, you can ask. It's not that sometimes some doubt may arise which may have like greater understanding. Like many of the doubts have arisen in this session. And this thing I'll be sharing with the slide. You can read. I don't like reading. Okay. So the thing I was telling you earlier, how the forces act. Okay, can any one of you like tell me like the shorter distance, longer distance thing, and how this affecting, and how is the plane moving?
The lower portion of the plane is longer than the upper portion, due to
Okay,
which
in which
the
direction? Wait. So just okay, the plane is moving up. Okay, in
up.
this time. Okay, this up. Okay, not don't consider when the flaps are down. When the elevator is up. Okay, go on. The elevator
When
will
the
be
elevators are facing upwards, the
The
shortest distance will be on
the
the upper
upper
side.
surface and longer will be lower.
okay. So consider this when the now okay, it's an animation. I can't stop it really. So what happens when this flaps, or you can say the elevators, when they go up now? Okay, so the distance will be less over on the top. So it will be having a high pressure. So what will happen? It will okay.
Force
Now
the
you can see
plane downwards.
the it will force the force will be acting over here, and it will force the plane to go downwards. So what will
The
happen?
tail part
The nose,
downwards.
the nose will be, or the cockpit part will be going upwards along this center of gravity line. So this will be moving the plane up or down. So whenever we want to fly a plane, so starting when the if you'll see some videos, the elevator will be facing upwards when the plane is climbing or the plane is taking off. Okay, so when the nose is up, okay, will not consider it. When this nose is up, we call it pitch up, and the nose is down, it will pitch down. So for nose to be up, the elevator has to be in the upper direction. Okay, everyone is getting this? When the elevator is up, you can see now the force on the tail, or you can say the backside portion, will be downwards. Okay, you can see it's moving downward. But what will happen? The nose will be going up, as this is the pivot point. Imagine it as a seesaw. Okay, so when the nose will be going up, it's called pitch up. And when the elevator will be down, so the force will be acting over the backside, will be upside force, but the nose will go down. So it's called pitch down motion. So pitch down motion is done when we want to lower the altitude or we want to land, and pitch up motion is done when we want to take off or increase in the altitude. Okay, guys. So if anyone is like not able to understand this now, you can just ask. So okay, this is the same thing you told me like the previous slide. This is the right wing, and this is the left wing. Okay, we always see from the back side of the plane. So this right side wing, it's when the ailerons are facing upwards. So what force will be applied over here, or what pressure will be on this upper portion, higher or lower portion, higher or lower pressure?
Higher pressure when the ailerons are facing upwards.
Okay,
Lower
everyone got
pressure.
it? Lower pressure. Okay. Anyone want to like give reasons for your like telling why it's higher
When
pressure
the
and
ailerons are
why it's
facing
lower
upwards,
pressure? Yeah.
when the ailerons are facing upwards, then the more distance, it is the higher distance. So higher velocity. So lower pressure. I think I made sense.
When the aileron is facing upwards, the distance
Yeah.
of the upper surface will be longer, so the velocity
Velocity
will be
high.
higher, and the lower person will have shorter distance, so velocity will be lower. Using Bernoulli's principle, there will be higher pressure towards upward direction, so that's why the plane is moving like towards the right.
Okay. Vinay, like it's good to understand, but like try to imagine a bit. Okay, so why do you think the upper one will be like? I know you are able to see this only upper surface. You are not able to see the lower surface. Just imagine the lower surface. Everyone, okay. Just imagine the lower surface as well, and this upper surface as well. Okay, in which do you think the air will take? Like
Okay,
which
that one
distance
was
is more,
wrong.
upper or
When
lower?
the aileron is facing upwards, the longer one will be the down,
Why?
because the up one can just move in this direction while the down one has to follow the entire part. So the longer portion will be down.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, Binay, you can give like if you imagine, so you can give your point of view.
I'm a bit confused.
Okay, so this is the thing. So it is easy when you see the paper, but just get that thing. Okay, so I'm again showing my pocket notebook to you. So when the aileron is facing up, okay, so the air has to move from here. Like my notebook is visible to you all, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so from here it has to go to here, there, and the down air from here it has to go all the way and it has to meet here. Okay, I know that the air will not be like moving like this and go, but it will going. Okay, it will be moving like this along the
Yes, sir.
surface.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
And over here also the same thing will happen. It will go and it will touch this along the surface.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now give your reasons except Binay and Divyajyoti. I want from others because both of you are now. I want someone more smarter than them to give me reasons.
But yeah, I feel that in the upper one there will be, wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, it's okay to get confused because this is the thing I want.
Actually, it's getting afflicted since there is pressure difference,
Yes,
and when the air above the wing.
this aileron is upward facing and this one is downward facing. Okay, just think of this as the wing. Okay, so on
Yes,
the
sir.
contrary, what happens? You can see this aileron they go in the like opposite direction to each other. So over here, if there is a high pressure, okay, over here it will be low pressure. It's the opposite because the ailerons are going in the other direction. So the force over here will be in the down direction and force over here will be the up direction. So whenever you can see the aileron is coming up, the plane is moving towards right. Or if you tell in the technical term, it is rolling towards right. So this is the aircraft's roll motion. So when the ailerons are the right aileron is up, the plane will be moving towards right because this up region will be having a high pressure and this will force the wing to go down and it will having the contrary force over here. Okay, one last task. Okay, now those who have not spoken, I guess you can open your mic and say me. I'm standing over here. This aileron, okay, it's towards left side now. Okay, not that side, it's towards left side. Okay, what will be the force acting on this part, the back part? And give me reasons. Like, okay, anyone, or I have to choose one of you?
Where can we repeat the question again?
Okay, I'm just saying this is the same question. The rudder, the back one, is facing towards left, not
Hmm.
right now. Okay, oh, on this side, left side of this vertical stabilizer, what pressure will be there?
It's facing left or right? Facing left, then the path will be shorter. So velocity will be lower and
So you can, so it is yawing towards left side, or yaw motion. This is called yaw motion. So yawing toward left, and when the rudder is moving towards right, the plane is yawing towards right. Okay, that's like complete thing. So the same goes for the elevator, and this is called the pitch motion. When the elevators are up, the plane will pitch up. When the elevators are down, it will pitch down. Okay, I'm just repeating. So when the right aileron is up, the plane will be moving towards right. When the left aileron is up, left side, or rolling towards left side. And the similar goes for the yaw motion also. If the elevators are moving towards left, if the plane is moving towards left, and the elevators, sorry, if the rudder is moving towards left, the plane is left, and if the rudder is moving towards right, the plane will moving towards right. Okay, everyone, like till now, it's like something first thing you will be getting to know. Okay, any doubts till now?
No, sir.
Okay, if you are having any doubts in any certain point of time, okay, you can ask anyone of your third years, or any one of us. Just put in the group. It will be better because everyone will be coming to know. Even it's the simplest thing. If you think it's a very dumb question, then also you put. Because sometimes dumb question leads to great discoveries. Yeah, is that fine? So
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
before we end today's session, so what I will be doing, I'll be showing you something which we made for the like competition. So mostly Shivam and Rajat did it. So I'll be just showing you what they have did. And this is a software called XFLR5. So we'll be coming to that software also. But today I thought of showing this because it has like, okay, this is a plane. I'll be switching on the surfaces. Okay. Everyone can see the plane.
Yes, sir.
Now something coming to the 3D thing. Okay. The whole slide was 2D, 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 and it needed imagination. So as I said, imagination is important, and
Bhaiya, could
having
you
knowledge.
share the link of this?
Yeah, I'll be sharing you everything. I'll be, or I or anyone else will be teaching you, like teaching you in the sense like they'll be
Okay.
telling you how to make this structure, complete structure. Okay, don't worry about that. I'm just showing you. So what you do in the software, like how you do analysis before making an actual plane. So over here, so you can see my cursor. It's not red now. It's just a point. Okay, you can tell me the parts. Just be quick. Okay, what do you call this thing?
Left aileron.
Okay, it's
that's a
very
wing.
precise. It's a left wing. There is no aileron over here. Okay, these are not elevators. These are
Rudder.
horizontal stabilizers.
Uh,
And what you call this part?
Rudder.
Vertic
Okay, and this part is the whole body.
fuselage.
Fuselage.
Fuselage. Okay. Okay, everyone is getting now. I wanted you to be wrong because in your mind you have put this thing as ailerons and this thing as elevators, these things are radar. So these are the stabilizers and all. Only a small part of these are radars, elevators, ailerons, and other things. Okay, that this the other cuts like the things they help in the motion. Okay, the three motions I said you: pitch, roll, and yaw. Okay, so we'll be, yeah, I have analyzed this thing. We'll be seeing the lift. We'll be switching up the surfaces. Okay, okay, okay. It's looking good. You can see the lift force. These green ones.
Yes, sir.
You can check over here. There is some things like it's alpha is 0, so it's like, so what's alpha? I'll not tell you. I want you to be,
Alpha is like the angle between the air that is flowing and the
yeah.
wind.
And don't tell others. Keep it a secret.
Okay.
Don't share so much knowledge. Let them do their research. And this is the induced drag. This yellow line. Okay, you can see the drag as well. Okay, and the one was asking for the how the airs move. This is the how the airs move over them. If I'll be showing the surface and this angle and this angle. Okay, and this is the stream, how the air leaves over here over the plane. This is how it looks. Okay, and it's like you're able to see something like what you do in the software. Now you can think of, you can imagine what you do. And this is the most important thing, CP. Okay, this is the CP. So just telling you the basic things, what happens. So over here at 0 degrees, can you see the surface color of this wing? What it is?
Yellow.
Yeah, it's
Yellow.
yellow. You can see yellow is 0.59, and over below it's also
Yellow and a
Yellow.
hint of green.
tint of green.
Closer to the fuselage.
If I'll increase the angle, say by 2 degrees, so over here it's
Green.
Green.
also over here it's green. Okay, there should be some pressure difference for that. Like this is CPU is for coefficient of pressure. So what happens? This surface goes red. So I have to check the angle. Just a second. Why is it same? Let me check the files. 4612. Okay guys, there is some error in this thing. So what's the error I'm telling? So what happens, this the upper surface when we take off, or we can say around alpha around 2 to 3 degrees, it will be having a less pressure. So it will be in color, you can say from here green or something, and the lower end will be having yellow, red, and all. So the press, there will be pressure difference. So for that reason it will be taking off. Okay, I will check this file, and when we'll doing this, like we'll be studying about this XFLR 5 software, then we'll come to know more about this thing. Okay, so that's it for today. So hope you guys enjoyed and saw something new, technical stuff, but interesting, at least for me.
Yes, bhaiya.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you guys can go. Thank you for sparing 1 hours, more than 1 hours with me.
Thank you,
And
bhaiya.
have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
sir.
Thank you,
If
bhaiya.
Thank you, sir.
anyone is having some query, you can stay behind. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
मजा
Good
आया.
night.
मुझे भी मजा आया तुम लोगों के साथ. Thank you, Priyanshu. Mic is also fix your mic soon and your camera too. We'll be learning CAD. Okay, it's very interesting. Abhinas and he'll be leading. I guess Srijit and all they'll be taking your sessions and all of it. So everyone just learn CAD because I have learned and it has helped me a lot. So being from the background of electronic engineer, I have participated in Baha. Okay, those who will in the mechanical engineers they know what Baha is. So
Wait, bhaiya, you're in
that was
SC?
an amazing experience.
You're also in SC, bhaiya?
Yeah, I am in almost all the clubs.
Okay, same here.
You'll see my face everywhere.
Wow.
No, it's not wow. No, I like join. I am still having like guilt of not joining the arpeggio. I'll be trying for inductions, but they're not allowing me. I
Gun.
have no options for fourth year now. So join like clubs because that's the only thing that gave me to like explore my knowledge, explore that fields. Because when I came as a first year, I got bored with all the teachers and all.
Same
So
here. We're
I
already
so I
bored.
joined clubs
Um,
to be engaged, and in that process, I learned many things and also many t-shirts also from different clubs.
shall we get t-shirts?
Yeah, we'll be getting t-shirts soon. Like they're planning for t-shirts for you as well.
That
So
pitch higher one.
pitch hire now will be changing some designs. That the pitch hire was designed by our team. Like when we were in third years, so the third years and the second years will be designing a good design for you. I hope so. So I don't see into that
Yeah.
matters now. Mr. Sivan Taddy sees that. So ask him.
Shivam bhaiya is here, na?
Yeah, I know. So that's why I mentioned his name.
भैया टी शर्ट बन रहा है क्या?
चालছে बैकग्राउंड डिजाइन चालছে
और दिया तो होता
Very
है
diplomatic answers, bhaiya.
बैक डिजाइन.
oh
Okay, guys, I am reading from this screen.
शिवम भाई ଏବେ ସବୁ ଲାଇକ୍ ଏଇ ଟାଇମିଂ ରେ ହବ ନା କଲେଜ ଟାଇମିଂ ରେ ବି କିଛି ହବ ସେସନ ରେ?
Yeah. Hello.
ହଁ
ଦେଖ ଯୋଉ
ଲାଇକ୍
ମାନେ
ସେ
ହଁ ଯଦି ଦେଖେ ଯେମିତି ସଫ୍ଟୱେयर ହେଇଗଲା କି ଧରିନେ କିଛି ସିମ୍ପଲ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ ଟାଇପ ର ବୁଝିବାର ଅଛି ସେଇଟା ଆମେ ଅନଲାଇନ ବି କରିପାରିବା ବଟ୍ ଧରିନେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲି କିଛି ବୁଝିବାର ଅଛି ମଡେଲ ରୁ ତ ସେଇଟା ଅଫଲାଇନ ହବ ତମମାନଙ୍କର ଆଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋନୋମି ବି ଯୋଉ ସେସନ ଟା ସେଇଟା ଅଫଲାଇନ ରେ ବେଟର ଲାଗେ ଆଉ ଡେମନଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ ଆଉ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମାନେ ବିଲ୍ଡିଂ ହବ କି ଫାବ୍ରିକେସନ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ବୁଝିବାର ଅଛି ସେତେବେଳେ ଅଫଲାଇନ ବି ହବ ଆଉ କ୍ୟାଡ ଯେମିତି ହେଲା ତ କ୍ୟାଡ ଟା ବେଟର ହବ କି ଅନଲାଇନ ଶିଖାବ କାହିଁକି ଏଟ ଏ ଟାଇମ ସମସ୍ତେ ଗୋଟେ ମାନେ ଅନଲାଇନ ଇଣ୍ଟରଫେସ ରେ କରିପାରେ ଅଫଲାଇନ ମାନେ କ୍ଲବ ରେ ବି କରିପାରେ କ୍ଲବ ରେ ଆସିକି ଡାଉଟ୍ସ ପଚାରିପାରେ ସେମିତି ଆଉ ହେଲା
ଗୋଟେ ସେଫ୍ଟି ଟା ନେଇଯିବେ.
ହୁଁ
ସେଫ୍ଟି ମାନେ
ହଁ ହଁ ସବୁ ସେଫ୍ଟି ଦେଖିକି କରାହବ
ହୁଁ
ହଉ ଠିକ ଅଛି ମୁଁ
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ.
ତମର ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ସେୟାର କରିଦେଇଛି ପୁରା ପିଡିଏଫ ଓକେ ଦେଖିଦିଅ
ହୁଁ
ହୁଁ
ଆଉ ଯେତିକି ବଞ୍ଚିଛି